On Sunday evening, February 28, 1989, Yumi Tanaka, a 23-year-old female teacher from Miyakoji, Japan, noticed something strange when she went to the bathroom, as when she looked into the toilet, she noticed a shoe. She was shocked to find a human foot sticking out of the septic tank after going outside to investigate. Yumi called the cops, who arrived quickly, but they were not able to get the man out of the tank, having to use a drill to destroy the pipeline in order to remove him, with the body being completely covered in waste. Yumi quickly identified the man as 26-year-old Kano Naoyuki after he was cleaned, with hypothermia being the official cause of death. The body was discovered on the 28th, but the autopsy revealed that he had died 2 days earlier on the 26th, with Naoyuki officially going missing on the 25th after telling his father he was going to run some errands. Naoyuki was a promising and reputable young man, well known among the locals for his work as a sales manager for a nearby nuclear power plant, and as an upright and dependable citizen. When it was discovered that he had died as a peeping Tom, the villagers were outraged. This led to the villagers gathering over 4,000 signatures in order to petition the police to reopen the case. The police, however, denied the request and refused to answer the question of how Naoyuki became trapped in the tank. It remained a mystery. The toilet where Naoyuki was trapped in was an old, basic model, with the septic tank shaped like a sharp U. One pipe allowed waste to enter, while the other allowed a cleaner to remove it. The cleaning pipe was 14 inches wide and 42 inches tall, with the flat pipe at the bottom being 18 inches tall and 49 inches long. Naoyuki was discovered in a fetal position on the flat bottom pipe, with his legs folded upward. Despite the fact that it was winter and -2 degrees Celsius, Naoyuki was found with his neatly folded jacket to his chest with no shoes or shirt on. Furthermore, Naoyuki was 5'7", with a shoulder length of 16 inches, which meant he had to squeeze himself into a pipe that was 2 inches smaller. As previously stated, law enforcement had a very difficult time getting Naoyuki out of the pipe. Even though this case seems strange, it gets even stranger. According to a firefighter, when he arrived on scene, the pipe had already been opened by a different company, where doctors took his body, cleaned him, and examined him, which is a very unprofessional and suspicious thing to do, especially in this situation. As previously stated, one of the shoes was discovered in the pipe above Naoyuki's head. The second shoe, however, was missing, and was discovered on a riverbed quite some distance away from Naoyuki's body. The position of the first shoe was also unusual because it was discovered near the head of the body and directly under the toilet, implying that the shoe was dumped in rather than Naoyuki having it with him when he climbed in. Naoyuki was discovered clutching his jacket to his chest, the jacket clean and neatly folded, which shouldn't have been possible because the space inside the pipe was too small to fold the shirt like that without it getting dirty. As a result, the shirt had to be folded before entering the pipe. According to police, the cause of death was hypothermia, and there was no other injuries besides some scratches and bruises. Naoyuki's car was discovered nearby, with the key still in the ignition and the door unlocked. There has been no shortage of theories about this case, so let's look into a few. Yumi Tanaka, according to the first theory, was the murderer. She correctly identified the body and stated that she knew Naoyuki prior to the incident, claiming that he assisted her and her boyfriend with a case of harassment. It's strange enough that she saw the shoe in such a dimly lit area and chose to open the lid instead of calling for help. People who fall into septic tanks usually drown or suffocate from the toxic fumes much faster than they die from hypothermia, so he would have needed to be very cold before climbing in, adding to the list of possible reasons for his murder. The politicians, according to the second theory, silenced him. Around the time of his death, a mayoral election was taking place, with Naoyuki supporting village headman Tadashiro Watanabe. However, after discovering that he was buying votes, Naoyuki withdrew his support. Tadashiro voted in favor of nuclear power plants, while Naoyuki voted against. And on February 24th, there was a work dinner where some kind of disagreement may have occurred. A day later, Naoyuki mysteriously vanished, leading many to believe he had been silenced by his employer. The third theory is that Naoyuki climbed into the tank for sexual pleasure, with Naoyuki enjoying voyeurism, corophilia, claustrophilium, or a combination, and in his attempt to fulfill his fetishes became stuck in the pipe, with Naoyuki wearing his jacket on his chest to keep it clean, and placing his shoe in the tank to hide and prevent himself from the excrement. If you have any theories or additions, please leave them down below. Thank you for watching today's program, and have a good evening.